Okay, we not with this world. I'm not with this world. I ain't got no sympathy for nobody in it. Like I said, I don't like nobody in it. The bottom line is you got to learn to be on God's side. Do everybody understand that? These people hate God. They hate God. That alone is enough. Do everybody understand that? Okay? Christ said, if you don't gather with me, you scattered abroad. In other words, he's saying you either with me or you against me. Okay? You either with me or you against me. The Lord ain't playing these games, okay? All this so-called gangster talking, but gangsters try to say, they get that, all that is biblical talk, okay? The Lord said, take a millstone and throw a nigga in the sea, okay? Y'all think y'all know God? I mean, seriously, you think you know God? He said, offend one of these little ones. It's better for you if somebody got to you. You think these Gentiles are nice and all that? You got two Muslim sisters from Saudi Arabia. Was found right in the Hudson.
New York police are investigating a growing mystery surrounding the deaths of two Saudi Arabian sisters. The bodies of 16-year-old Tala Faria and 22-year-old Rotana Faria were discovered bound together last week.
The sisters,
they were seeking asylum from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is some gangsters. The guy said, yep. They came to America seeking asylum and was found duct taped together, okay? Washed up on the river. You think these Gentiles are nice? The minute you are against them, you disappear. They got plans for you. If you in line with this, if you the sheep in line, then you fine. But eventually the sheep in line get slaughtered. So you only fine for a certain period of time. Okay? A coon. That's the way a coon think. No, we can't rebel against Massa. Massa gonna kill us. You crazy nigga. We got to be on Massa's side. No, Massa gonna kill you anyway, nigga. You don't understand that. Again, nothing is taught anymore. You ain't from no kind of generation that teaches you that there is a line you do not cross. There's supposed to be a red line that nobody crosses without it being on. Where you're willing to sacrifice, where there's something that you are actually willing to die for. You got people that's just insane. They're not willing to die for nothing. Their kids get killed right in front of them. That's not a reason for you to die? Trying to protect your own flesh and blood? How is it that you are so much of a punk, so much of a coward, that you don't have no reason, you don't see a reason to sacrifice yourself for anything, not even yourself? You got people that be facing death and they rather beg on their knees for their life than try to fight for it. This is what the black man, the mighty, mighty Israelites, this is what they've been reduced to. Nothing. When somebody can home invade and kick in your door and rape your family and you tied up in the basement, wait a minute, how did you get tied up? Unless you was sleeping, nigga, and woke up tied up, you a coward. You were supposed to create so much of a diversion to give them enough time to escape, just to sacrifice yourself so they can get away. You a coward. And the Lord don't like cowards. He told us straight, don't fear nobody. Don't fear him. You better fear me. He gave us an understanding that this life is not the end of life. You still go on. You live on. But he can really end that life. So if you're going to die, you do it honorably. You stand up like a man on your feet. Like, what are you doing? Got all these niggas fighting harder for the white man, fighting harder for this society than the society is fighting for itself. And they will fight you to death before they fight their own enemy. What kind of man is that? What kind of person is that? A damn snitch, a traitor. Nobody likes snitches. I mean, there's just no nation likes snitches. Somebody that's going to turn against their own people. Who likes that? You had a guy that went to jail, Whitey Bulger. His name is Whitey Bulger. He was a gangster in Boston. A snitch. Informant for the FBI. The FBI was letting them get away with killing all kinds of people, okay? You think this government, damn, is you want to sit there and protest against something? How about this government? Then, damn, he was tipped off by one of his handlers that he was about to be indicted, so he took off, okay? And was on the lam for about 16 years, lived out his life. To show you, again, the man, 89 years old, he got captured, he got sentenced to damn 2 life terms and all. That's just Esau just talking. But he got sentenced, what's 2 life terms? Like Esau, they think they God. They're trying to get you after death, yeah? When you come back, we're going to be locked up for the rest of your life. And when you die and come back, it's going to be half of your 3rd life. You look at this man and be like, I have no respect for you, you fool. Like, what are you to be taken seriously? Like, 2 life sentences in there. Like, are you an idiot? You a maniac? Like, so he went to jail, okay? And the man is 89 years old. He's damn near 90 years old. The FBI set him up, the government set him up, transferred him to a jail where another Boston mobster was doing life and knew that he was a snitch. So this is what snitches get. This is my whole point. My whole point is a snitch going to ritually get it, okay? You up there on the internet being a snitch. Do you realize that never go away? You end up locked up, somebody going to type up something and see you. Okay, this cat was 90 years old. And as soon as he got to the prison, the very next day at 8 o'clock in the morning, somebody had a lock in a sock, okay? They beat that 90-year-old man, okay? And I don't feel sorry for him. Listen, I see some of y'all looking like, I told you, get your stomachs ready. But 90 years old, not only did they hit him with a lock and a sock, they beat the hell out of him. 90 years old. 90! You know how frail that is? Just to get hit with the lock and the sock. There's a lock and a sock waiting on snitches. And then the guy that did it, he just said straight, I don't like snitches. He didn't give a damn that he was 90. Okay? Now, this was not for Whitey, okay? Whitey's dead, okay? He got beat up at 90, okay? He got the whipping of a lifetime, okay? But this is for the ones that think they're getting away, that betray their own people. You really believe you're going to live out your life? According to what the Lord said, you ain't even got half your life. You don't even have half of it. Now, go ahead. Again, that's why you need me to fall, because everything I say, once I fall, you ain't no longer afraid of it. Because something is making you believe it. Something is telling you that's a prophet of the Most High God. When he say something, we got to worry about it. So if he fall, then we ain't got to worry about a damn thing he say. Well, guess what? Still standing, nigga. Still on these 2 feet. Still here. Yeshavian, please, this time period is a disgrace. There's no understanding that there's not a line you don't cross. Everybody's supposed to have that. You got people spitting in people's face. That is the ultimate. I mean, you're supposed to be trying to whip daylight out somebody that's spitting in your face. You ain't supposed to be scared of getting arrested. You ain't supposed to be scared of manslaughter. You spit in my face, that's the last thing that's going to come out your mouth. Well, the teeth going to come out. But those going to be the last. You spitting in people's face. This is amazing. It's because you don't have men anymore. There's nobody willing to take, there's nobody, it's not even a risk. It's not even willing to take a risk. There's nobody that's willing to just stand up for what's right and saying, I'm also willing to die for it. I'm not only willing to just stand up for it, I'm willing to die for it. Let's go to Micah chapter 7, Micah chapter 5. According to Jesus Christ, the greatest love was if you lay down your life for your friends. That's why he died for us. There was a line that Satan could not cross. And he wasn't just talking about it. He was willing to back it up. Do everybody understand that? Let's go to Micah chapter 5. We're going to start at verse 1. Read that, please.
Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops.
Okay, the Lord said, get ready for the battle. Get ready to fight. Okay? He's talking to the nations. Get ready to fight. Read on.
He hath laid siege against us.
Read on.
They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek.
Why did the Lord tell them to get ready to fight? Because did they really believe that they was going to get away with this? When Christ was manifested in the flesh, and he came to be sacrificed for the nation of Israel, the ones that had to do, the good is set against evil, the ones that hit him, that put their hand on God Almighty, did they really believe that that was going to be forgotten about? See, when you look at how it went down back then, Christ told them, be peaceful, be peaceful. Because it wasn't a time for them to pay for what they was getting ready to do for him, to do to him. See, even though he came for it to be done, they still got to pay for doing it. So now this is a prophecy saying you better get your armies ready. You hit God on his cheek. Don't you understand that there's going to be a time that you're going to have to pay for that? And I thank God that that time is actually in the end of the world. That time is now. Yes. Yes. So when we talk about, I mentioned it earlier, is there a lot to be angry for? The angels, God the Father, all of the prophets, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, they still upset about this. They also had to sit back and watch that. The people that loved them couldn't take it. Peter pulled out a sword. They couldn't take it. Christ said, put that sword down. He said, if I wanted to, I could call all of them up in heaven that can't take it either. And they'll come down here and destroy this place. But I'm showing how much I love the people that I came to die for their sins. But he also let them know there's going to be a time when you're going to be able to pay them back. So this is what the Lord is saying. Verse 1, read it again.
Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops.
Read on.
He have laid siege against us.
Read on.
They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek.
Yeah, they shall smite the judge of Israel. That's Jesus Christ, the judge of Israel. So why did they do that? How can you do that? How could they do to him what they did to him? Because they hated him. Okay, it's that same Martin Luther King syndromes. And nowhere, again, Martin Luther King is a false prophet and a liar, okay? But what I'm saying is that same, this is what the nations are ruthless. Okay? They don't have a squirmish stomach. They will chop you up. They don't give a damn about you. You've been lied. For you to believe that, you're the simplest person on the planet. Get in their way, and you're going to find out. They hated Christ. What did Christ say? Let's get St. John chapter 15. St. John said they hated him and they still do. St. John chapter 15, verse 18. And read that for me, please.
If the world hate you.
Okay, you think it's all about you and whatever we receiving is only because we on his side. If we sat here and lived a normal life and wasn't in the Israelite Church of God, Jesus Christ, and just, okay, they wouldn't have no problem. Again, you have to be against them for them to have a problem with you. So the problem is really connected to the fact of who we believe in. Read on.
Ye know that it hated me.
Read it again.
Ye know that it hated me.
Read it from the top.
If the world hate you.
If the world hate you. Read on.
Ye know that it hated me.
Read on.
Before it hated you.
Let's go to Matthew chapter 26.